as for road travel. Add the appropriate fluid if necessary. You should again refer to the service manual for hydraulic fluid specifications and recommendations. It is very important to maintain the proper hydraulic fluid level. A full reservoir minimizes the operating temperature of the system, and in the event of a hydraulic leak, a full reservoir will give the operator more time to lower the platform. Check the controls to make sure they function properly. All the control handles, except the selector, should return to neutral when released. It's required that you operate the unit from the ground station through its full range of motion before allowing anyone to operate from the platform. Check for proper and smooth operation of the leveling system. Verify that all decals are legible and in good condition. Any warning, danger, caution, operational or instructional decals must be maintained in accordance with applicable OSHA standards. A decal replacement chart that includes part numbers is located in the Preventative Maintenance section of the Operator's Manual. Inspect the fiberglass platform for cracks in the mounting ribs, floor, and the flange around the top. If these conditions exist, the platform must be repaired or replaced before operation. Any suspect items found in the course of the inspection should be carefully examined or tested, and a determination made by a qualified person as to whether they constitute a safety hazard. Positioning the VersaLift for operation. The following information will help the operator and ground crews set up the VST in a safe, stable, and efficient manner. This includes orientation of the truck at the worksite, responsibilities before leaving the truck cab, and requirements after leaving the truck cab. Orienting the truck at the worksite. Before the VersaLift is used, the worksite should be surveyed for hazards such as untamped earth fills, ditches, drop-offs, manholes or storm drains. Other obstructions such as debris, overhead obstructions, electrical conductors, and the presence of unauthorized persons should also be considered. Make sure to park the truck on firm, level ground whenever possible. Do not operate the VersaLift on a slope greater than 5 degrees. Slope reduces the vehicle's stability and places additional stress on the lift's rotation system. If it is necessary to work on a slope, extra precautions are required. For better stability, position the truck near the worksite with the truck facing up or down the slope, and always work up the slope. Before leaving the truck cab. The following steps should be taken in preparing to operate the aerial lift. It is assumed that the truck engine is still running. Firmly set the parking brake and the brake lock, if equipped. Shift the truck transmission to neutral. Turn on the warning lights to alert pedestrians and motorists. Engage the PTO. We recommend that you refer to the PTO manufacturer's manuals for proper operation of the PTO. Activate the master control with the toggle switch located on the dashboard of the truck. A light next to the toggle switch indicates when the VersaLift power system is energized. The truck ignition must be in the run position. After leaving the truck cab. Always set up adequate cones or barricades to mark the boundaries of the worksite and alert pedestrians and motorists. Never work outside the boundaries, and always engage the outriggers. Ground control operations. The VersaLift ground controls may include one or more of the following controls: outrigger and tool power. Ground controls are usually mounted on a panel in the rear bumper of the truck or below the deck. Outriggers must always be extended to provide stability for the aerial lift. The stability of the truck depends on the unit's gross weight, firmness and slope of the ground, weight in the platform, tire pressure, and full outrigger spread. These factors are widely variable, and caution must be used when determining the stability of the unit. If, under any condition, there is doubt about the vehicle's stability, do not operate the lift. To lower the outriggers, select Ground Controls with the Control Selector toggle switch. The selector knob must be pulled out for the outriggers to operate. Then, a control valve lever is used to raise or lower each outrigger. To retract the outriggers, the booms must be stowed. Optional hydraulic tool power consists of quick disconnect outlets located at the platform. To operate, connect the hydraulic tool hoses to the tool power outlet quick disconnect couplings. Activate the tool power valve by pushing the tool power valve knob up. The aerial controls will not respond while the hydraulic tools are being operated. To disconnect the hydraulic tools, the tool power valve must be turned off by pushing the tool power valve knob down completely so that the pressure in the system is relieved. The hoses can now be safely removed from the tool power couplings. Failure to relieve pressure to the tool ports before connecting or disconnecting the tool hoses may result in a high-pressure hydraulic fluid spray. This spray or mist can puncture or become embedded beneath the skin or contaminate the eyes. These conditions require immediate specialized medical attention. Aerial lift operations. Now we will cover the operating procedures and concerns for aerial lift operation. This information will be covered in order of probable use while operating from the ground, then at the platform and near energized conductors. Startup procedures. Once the unit is in the proper position, you should disengage the upper boom tie-down strap. In extremely cold weather, it is a good idea to allow the engine to idle with the PTO engaged for a few minutes before operating the lift. This will warm the hydraulic fluid and improve performance. Cold fluid will cause the unit to operate slow and sluggish. The lower controls for a standard VST 7500 machine are located on the side of the turret and consist of a series of spring-loaded control valve handles, a detented control selector, and toggle switches. Let's take a moment to discuss these controls. The selector control lever is a detent valve and is used to operate the aerial lift from either the upper or the lower control station, as indicated by the decal. It is also used to override the upper controls in an emergency, which will be covered later in this video. To operate a function from the lower controls, move the selector valve to the lower position. Then operate the desired function by moving the spring-loaded control valve handle in the desired direction as indicated by the decal. To stop a lift movement, simply return the control valve handle to the center or neutral position. Never reverse any lift motion with a sudden reversal of the control valve handle. Allow the function to stop completely before reversing directions. Engine start-stop control is operated by a two-position momentary toggle switch labeled Engine. To start the engine from the lower controls, simply actuate and hold the toggle in the start-stop position until the engine starts, then release the switch. To stop the engine, again actuate the engine toggle and release. The engine will quit running. Optional throttle control gives the operator the choice of an engine idle speed for the efficient operation of the boom functions or a faster engine speed for faster lift movement. The two-speed throttle control is operated by a three-position toggle switch labeled Throttle Control. To speed up the engine, place the control toggle in the engage position and release. To slow the engine to an idle, place the toggle to the disengage position and release. It is, however, recommended that the engine be left at idle unless a faster engine speed is required. This will provide the most efficient operation, minimize fuel consumption, and the heating of the hydraulic fluid. Optional emergency power is useful if the lift's main power source fails. The emergency power control is a toggle switch labeled Emergency Power and can be used to activate the emergency hydraulic power motor to operate the lift. To activate emergency power, Simply place the toggle in the on position as